Colts entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Johnson, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading them out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Phillip Rivers.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Jonathan Taylor.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 125 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First and 10, Taylor now. And taking it across midfield and 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he gets it down to the 32. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Hines. They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Hines, the ball.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple. Rivers nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. On 3rd down, Rivers. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Zach Cunningham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
1st down, Houston.
On 1st down, Watson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Faking the give, now Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. 11 yards there, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, Rivers. He'll let this go for the end zone. Intercepted. Picked up by the quarterback. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. A lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Texas.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
16 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Steps away to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Got a man open, it's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Complete to Will Fuller.
Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Texans have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it. safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rivers going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 3rd and short yardage. Rivers going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 54 yards. From the red zone now, Rivers.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Blocking the coverage by Houston. It's a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to be sacked at the 23-yard line. Whitney merciless, and this Texans defense stands tall. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Returning it, John Ross. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, Taylor. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Taylor, the ball.
Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Williams on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And down now coming up.
4th down.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Throwing, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
7-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Down at the 30.
And now they're in the hurry up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Rivers. On the right side, it's Hilton with the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
At the Texans' 8-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Making it coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Watson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Going deep downfield. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception,
the long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. Houston set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
9-yard line.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darren Fells. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Kosher is set to kick off.
Now Ross to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get, that first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
1st and 10 at the 46.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it and live to fight another down.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking for the end zone. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
Texans 14. Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Watson operating from the gun. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
3 and out.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Ross on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. swing to his running back out of the backfield. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson and the Texans now. Down 24-14. Just under 2 minutes to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. First and 10. Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Will Fuller! Nobody there to stop him. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Watson now to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Houston.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Rivers looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. But it'll be second and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. Rivers here to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Texans. Trailing in this one now. A little under 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing on third down, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.